Cottages is where the cursed hides.
Something going on? Shrub lover, are you?
Locked. Someone around here must have a key.
Hey, what's going on? Peace around here.
Beneath the village. That is odd. Spread your wings, Sunan.
Dievne Ganinus Alferet.
Where does this lead? Careful now. I feel stronger already. Must be blocked from the other side. What is the meaning of all this? What would that be?
Get me out of here!
What tragedy has befallen you?
Oh, thanks be. You're not one of them.
One of who?
The Danu. Not like any druids I've ever seen before. They grabbed me. And me mates. We got lost in the fog and... me mates.
Keep your wits about you.
The High Druid calls herself the Cursed. She sacrificed them, bit by bit. You understand? First a hand, then a leg.
You should run while you're intact. But first, what is the Cursed planning to do?
She dragged old Finton to some ritual. Poor man. I daren't think what's become of him.
Save yourself.
I will. I'm done with this place.
The luck of Thor be with him. A shoddy sacrifice. They will learn no portents from this. A sacrificial ritual, and something about a puka. It is not much, but Kira may know what it means. Kira said to meet outside the village to the south. Won't be gentle if they spot me.
Eivor.
Has Barlith escaped Flawn's wrath?
He has, and is much relieved. The soldiers are coming back to themselves. What have you learned?
The Cursed will perform a sacrificial ritual.
Sacrifice? Faye, the Cursed is then a High Druid.
I learned that she is. But what does that mean?
She wields great power. She will be protected by her acolytes.
Not only her acolytes. I also learned the ceremony will be protected by a... what was it? Pook.
A puka? That will be dangerous, but we've no choice. The ritual will likely be held at Carnagan. We must look there.
What is a puka? A kind of animal?
I will explain on the way. Come.
You promised to explain about the puka.
Sure, they were once marvelous creatures, able to take the forms of any animal.
There. Tracks.
The puka! Follow it!
It looks like a wolf.
Because the puka is in the shape of a wolf just now.
This fog enters into my head.
Mine as well.
Did the wolf speak? What in the Nine Realms was that beast?
Wished. The ritual has begun. This way.
This area is off limits.
That's the High Druid. The Cursed.
She will not live to see the rising of the sun.
Defile this sacred spot.
Look! The priestess! Sacrilege!
She will not live to see the rising of the sun.
Ushkidor
fall! Desecration!
Not far.
The ritual is profaned. It is the priestess.
That's the High Druid.
Defile this sacred spot.
Look! The priestess! Sacrilege!
The ritual is profaned. It is the priestess.
You! You betrayed us. I curse you with all the powers of the moon.
Your curses mean nothing.
You drew back when we most needed your awful might. And now...
The cursed is dead.
She accused you of betraying the children of GNIEW.
I was once one of them.
How can this be?
Deirdre warned me against them, but back then it seemed the only hope.
You knew these people. Why did you not direct me to the Ren?
They only wanted to use me. Distrustful and secretive. I never knew their true names or anything about them. A glen of great beauty lies on our road. Find me when you're ready, and I'll confess my errors there. As a young girl, when the Christians cleared the forests of Druids, I fled and stumbled on this spot. How would I survive? My friends, the world I knew? Soon, I turned to the children of Thanu. At first, they pledged simply to keep the old ways alive. Then, one by one, Druids turned to dark rituals.
Then they turned to worse.
Yes, even murder. I disavowed the children, and now pray for their destruction.
The High Druid spoke of some sort of awful might.
Fantasies, an ancient fable of a people long lost. The Druids are now dispersed without a champion.
You have King Flann.
My hopes are placed in him, but am I a fool? He has no deep love of the past. He hopes to build a new Ireland. He pledges that my people will be part of it. But once he's king, storms will come. I cannot know where he will take refuge.
You are no fool.
You and I have been through much together. We came near death. I would like to celebrate life.
Is this why you brought me to this place?
'Tis a lovely glen. Perhaps we could pass some time here.
I would like very much to pass some time with you.
Aye. Lovely. Lovely indeed.
Eivor, I have you and Kira to thank for curing my men. Even if the source of this succor does not sit easily with me.
Not all druids are your enemies, Lord. It is the children of Danu who attacked you.
Kira has told me of this druid cult. They are no great threat if they must strike from the shadows.
Perhaps they only sought to sow doubt among their enemies, and the friends of their enemies.
I regret my earlier distrust, but I've seen too much Irish blood spilt by Danes to give trust easily.
I know what it is to be bloodbound, Lord. It burns so bright it can blind to all else.
So, King, if Alach is the prize, how do you mean to take it? The ring fort there is the strongest in all the lands.
Yet the kings of Alach dwell outside its protection, foolishly leaving themselves vulnerable.
Still, that's a long march over uncertain soil. Your army will be exposed to forces unknown.
Abaddon has offered land at Claher, where our army will make camp. From there, we move on to Alach.
This just arrived. The kings of Alach want to talk peace.
They surrender before you touch their soil? I know those who would die for such a reputation.
I don't like it. The wording is vague. Asking much and promising little.
What's the harm in hearing them out? If we start with the sword, we have nowhere else to go. They know me, they'll listen.
You would speak for me.
If you would honor me with your trust.
Do you have an opinion, Eivor? Or will you simply side with your cousin?
Diplomacy can't achieve what a single blade could. There's no shame in weakening your enemy from within.
I could have used your support, cousin.
Even if I could consider what I think you're proposing, such a deed would cast the stain of dishonor on my reign. My life has been one of warfare, plots and intrigue. I have never known the trust of a brother, and do not give mine over easily. Bareth MacIver, King of Dublin, I hereby authorize you to speak for me, Flann Sinna, High King of Ireland and all of her people.
I will honor the faith you have placed in me, my king.
Do I have your blessing to accompany Barith, King Flann?
I'll not waste our time on formalities, Eivor. But you'll not be going with Bareth. I need you elsewhere.
Tell me where.
You must build up some goodwill among the northern Aenale, as you've done for other kingdoms. Kira will provide the details at the pigeon coops.
I will earn you their favor, Lord, for the trust you've shown my cousin.
Song of Solomon.
I must take care of this fog.
You die now!
Let's see you, old friend. Shouldn't be seen here. A hood should work.
Storm brewing there.
Hey!
Oh shit! Put that underwear, Rosa! You're going down!
But it is done.
slinking about in thickets, dog.
Keep my wits about me. Hey!
Now to get out of here.
Not a moment's peace.
What kind of trouble?
halfway there.
Looks like trouble.
Hold there! Almost! You're dead!
Salutes. I've done business. Get out of here now. That will have earned King Flan some support. I'd best go see him at Clocher. Best brace my hood here.
God has heard my prayers.
You flatter me, Lord. What's wrong? Where's Bardet?
He's not returned. Nor have two messengers sent after him.
This cannot be simple misfortune. It hints at some dark design.
Let me go after him, Lord. If he lives, I will find him.
Even with your cunning and guile, you would not go unchallenged. Not without a king's pass, and few Vikings have those.
I'd wager a few from Donegal do.
Donegal? A Norse settlement?
A port on the western shore. A fair bit of their trade finds its way to Aljach, so someone there is bound to have a pass.
Is this port well guarded?
It's crawling with Norsemen grown lazy on success. They'd not expect someone to go Viking on them.
Good. I'll go to Donegal now and get one of these passes. With your leave, Lord.
If it means fewer lives lost, you have my blessing.
is to be had, I may well find one here.
What do you see?
Hey, what's going on? Is there trouble? Hey now!
This should get me through Alak's gates.
Don't nod off.
Something going on. Bows! Skewer the rat!
I must not lose my way. An impressive fortress. One cannot help but wonder what's within. Now to see how they treat someone with a king's pass.
What's going on?
What business have you here?
The business of kings. Here's my pass.
Go on, then.
Who are you to come before the kings of Ilar unannounced?
Virgil! You're not Virgil. I don't know you.
I am Sturm of Donegal. Who's Virgil?
The King of Dublin speaks of a cousin who advised us for a time. A glorified goat herder who should have taken our advice. So, Sturm, what brings a Viking from Donegal here?
You tell me. I came at your invitation.
There's some mistake. I sent no such message. It wasn't me. It could have been you-know-who. But he hates Vikings. Forgive my brother's bluntness. We will get to the root of this, I assure you. Can I offer you a drink?
Yes? More drink? I haven't seen the bottom of my cup since I got here. If I wasn't a trusting man, I'd say they're trying to keep me drunk.
No drink for me. I'll return when you have finished your king's business.
If it's not drink you're wanting, you should take a tour of the ring fort. It's renowned throughout the land.
As we've told you several times, King Barda, the ring fort of Valhalla is not open to guests. In fact, you could even say that it's closed for a select few.
Ah, so you're keeping prisoners there. Oh, have a drink, you two. Do you think I haven't taken a few hostages myself?
I'll seek out a place to rest until you remember why I was summoned here.
Of course. Of course. Your pass will grant you free run of this place.
If you see Fergal, say hello for me.
For the last time, Barret, the ring fort is off limits.
If I read Barret right, freeing Fergal could be key to liberating Allah. And to do that, I need to get inside that fort. My pass won't get me into that ring fort. I'll need to find another way.
We have the advantage!
Can't hold out much longer! Tired?
Not getting
Kill
it
myself
down!
here.
Spread out! We have this! I'll kill you! To your fate! Die, you! Damned coward! Stop and die! Can't outrun me!
Go, Sunan. I hope this is the right key.
Ah, my friend, you have my thanks. Hey, you're Ava, right? You served King Barrett. We were meant to check on the king and report back. The soldiers grabbed us and threw us in here.
I'll let you out. Return to King Flann if you can. Is there someone here named Fergal?
I am he. Who wants to know, Viking?
I serve Barith Makiva, and King Flann Shinna.
You've done me a good...
They offer you freedom.
Hey, wait! God damn you! We keep our wits about us! Yeah! One finish you! Won't survive! God won't let us lose! Howard! Mongrel! We're in this night!
Get messy.
Get round the side! You're mine! You're going to die! Can't hold out much longer! To hell with you! Die now! The Lord is my strength!
Join us, cousin. We've been having a grand old time, the kings and I.
It's the abbot who's turned this place into a prison. He's taken hostages from all the families to control all of Ireland. Shut your gab, Domhnall. Owen would kill you if you talk too much. And Flann will kill us if we don't. It's like Domhnall said. It was Owen. He told us to delay whoever came until...
Until what?
Until the abbot can move his forces in.
How many men? How many?
We don't know. No one does. He has some companies at Armagh, more men than he lets on. That's all I know.
Left to my cousin, you'd both be puddles of blood and guts. But King Flann might spare your heads. You'll be treated as hostages, not prisoners, until your king decides what to do with you. Now, think on your sins. It'll be easier in the end to let them keep their crowns, but they don't need to know that yet.
Flann must learn of this trap.
I've already sent messengers telling him to pull his army back. I wasn't going to sit on my arse waiting for you.
I'm impressed.
Don't be. It took days of drinking that swill before Neil finally grew bored and careless.
You have outdone yourself. I'll be sure to let the king know who the real hero was today.
Thanks to you, cousin. Make sure that message reached Flann and I'll join you all later. May Sol and Mauni guide ye.
Eivor, you did well at Alec. We march in the morning. I think it no small thing for you to lead my honor guard.
Did you not get Barrett's message, Lord? You must pull back, not move forward. This ruse is part of a larger trap not yet sprung.
Barrett believes to know the minds of these kings, but the Church has taken root and flourished since my uncle's day.
The Church is behind the plot against you. Did the message say nothing of Abaddon?
King Neil and King Donal were doubtless seeking to cast blame elsewhere. The Church is a convenient scapegoat.
What if there's some truth to Barrett's suspicions?
Owen is the abbot of Armagh, God's appointed in Ireland. I cannot doubt him on the word of a friend.
You mean a pagan?
Why are you all still here? Did my message not get through?
It did, but King Flann is not convinced.
You must pull out the clawher now, my king, before we are surrounded by Owen's army.
You do not command me, Barrett McKeever. If there was an army, my scouts...
Your scouts are dead. Balder's blood, Flann. How many must die before you learn to trust?
You forget yourself, Barrett. Do not invoke your false gods in my presence.
Listen, what's that?
Owen's wolves have arrived. I didn't come this far to die in a tent, my king.
We're under attack!
Come on!
Drive them from the heart of the village!
Nothing away from me! Put you on a...
I'll take more heads than you, cousin!
Do not wager on it!
Remain steadfast!
They're all around us! The archers have fire! They come from the fields! Blunt those archers, Barge! Leave none alive!
God grant me strength!
Seek out Flann and Kira and the gardens. I'll gather the men and meet you back here.
Until then...
What's my lead?
That's the last of them!
We could use your help, Eivor.
Come with me! I will be your shield!
Follow my lead!
You've saved us!
We held them off. At a great cost.
Eivor, where is Varith?
Varith! Can you hear me? Varith Makiva! Have you seen King Varith?
Aye. He was headed towards the farm on the edge of the village.
A cold hand grips my heart.
Varith!
Varith,
Eivor,
I'm here.
a glorious end, don't you think? Worthy of a saga, maybe. And you thought I'd gone soft.
No one knew your true measure.
Not even you, cousin. Good thing I was too stupid to give up.
Your bravery will be remembered, Varith. I'll see to it. Hold your weapon well, cousin. I will see you in Valhalla.
Siegfried is my Valhalla, Eivor. Valhalla need not be a place. It can be a legacy. Flann must back him. Have him swear by his God. There's nothing the Christians fear more than their Almighty's wrath.
It will be done.
A hero's funeral. Varith has become a greater man in death than he was in life.
Or maybe we were too small to see his full size.
A harsh truth. But fair. He saw more clearly than I. And I ignored his counsel. Owen will pay for his death.
What then? When the abbot is gone and you've tamed the north, what of Siegfried? Will you give him your royal support?
When he has proven himself. It would not be good politics at this time.
Trolls take your politics. Varith gave his life in your service. If this is how you repay loyalty, you'll be in short supply.
Twice you stung me with truth. I'll return the favor. Siegfried isn't ready. But he could be, with proper teaching.
Good. He'll benefit from your wisdom.
And my support. But neither throne will be secure while Owen lives.
We'll throttle the snake. And afterwards, the fate of this land will be in your hands. Yours and Siegfried's.
The horses are being made ready, my king. Sure you don't want to rest your bones and leave by dawn's light?
My thoughts ride too rough for sleep. I've an army and reputation to reclaim. The second may...
My mother used to tell me how the Morrigan would feed on the death of heroes, then fill men's heads with thoughts of war. I imagined using the Tara Stone to drown out their song, the way Bishop Patrick drove the snakes from Ireland.
There's no power strong enough to do what you say. Not even the gods can change fate. The world is destined to end in war.
'Twas naught but the fantasy of a young girl, so...
Tell Flann I'll come to him after I have arranged things with Siegfried.
Tell him yourself. I'm not leaving yet.